Good morning, thanks for joining me. I hope everybody is well and having a good week. And I've just realised I haven't shut the bathroom door. Never mind, it's half shut. We'll make do with that today. That'll do. I'm here today with a try-on haul video for you from a brand called Stylewe. Stylewe? Yes, it doesn't roll off the tongue easily, that one. I hadn't heard of them before they got in touch with me, and they sent me an email and asked me if I'd like to try some of their clothes, and I had a look at their website, and they do all the sizes from small to plus size, all the way through, and they've got a really good plus size section, so I said yes, that would be great. For full disclosure, I have been sent these clothes for free, but this video is not sponsored. I'm not being paid. All opinions are, as ever, my own. On initial looking at the website, I really liked the fact that it was a little bit different. There were some different styles from what we're used to seeing on a lot of the plus size clothing websites. A little bit different prints, different styles, and I quite like that. I was a little bit wary because I feel like there's some Photoshop going on in some of the photos. If you have a look at the website, you'll probably see what I mean. But I did not let that deter me, and I selected some items. There were some stock issues, I'm going to be honest. About half of what I selected was unavailable. I said I was happy to wait until it was available. They then said they wouldn't be restocking it. So one of my pet hates with online shopping, and I know for a lot of you guys it is as well because we've talked about it in the comments, is when stuff is out of stock and it's not made clear on the website. I think it is important to keep stock levels up to date on your website. So anyway, they asked me to choose some alternative items, so I did that. So I've ended up with quite a lot of dresses, which I didn't particularly want. I'd chosen quite a lot of separates, some jeans and some trousers and tops, and I've ended up mostly with dresses, which wasn't really what I wanted to reflect across the whole range, and it sort of hasn't ended up that way. So just a word of warning about stock levels could potentially being an issue. Anyway, I should just mention before we get into what I've actually got and trying it on is, for anybody new around here, I am 5'3" tall. I'm approximately a UK size 18 to 20 on the bottom half, 22, 24 on the top half. And I think that's it. Right, let's get into what I chose. First item I chose was this dress. You'll obviously see the side-by-sides. This dress I felt looked as though it was a much firmer fabric in the pictures than it actually is. It's I would say it's a polyester elastane, quite lightweight. I felt like it should be like a scuba fabric, and I also feel like it looks an awful lot nicer on the model than it's going to be looking on me. It's sort of knee length. I loved the frill at the bottom. I love the sort of matching frill on the sleeves. I should also add that everything has been hanging for a week. I have just quickly steamed the front of this one, but there's quite a lot of creasing going on. And the other thing I need to say is I'm not going to tell you prices because nothing has got a price on it, but there's links for everything down in the description box. They've also given me a discount code for 18% off, which is also listed down in the description box, should you be interested. Okay, a more positive start than I was anticipating. I actually quite like this. I felt like I was going to feel very mutton dressed as lamb in this. I thought it was probably a little bit of a younger vibe than I personally would feel comfortable wearing. I really like the length. It's sitting really nicely on my knees. It's not showing my knees, which is great. It actually hangs really nicely as well. I like the way the little flouncy skirt comes out with the pleating that comes up here at the side and there. I actually feel really nice in this. Yeah, I like the length of the sleeves, and they've got the matching frill on the sleeves there. I very much like this. I think with maybe a long gold necklace and some gold earrings, not necessarily these shoes. I put on just neutral shoes to try things on generally. But maybe with a contrasting colour shoes and handbag, maybe like an emerald green or something, or a royal blue, I feel like this would be quite a nice sort of special occasion type dress. Yeah, that's not a bad start. Quite impressed with that one, more so than I thought I would be. Isn't it always nice when we're more pleased with something than we think we're going to be? Now that sort of makes things almost better than if we expect to like them anyway. I don't know if any of that makes sense, just ignore me. Now I have ended up, because of the back and forth with the stock availability, with two very similar dresses, which I don't like to do really. I like to show you a big variety of what's available, but this is what's happened, unfortunately. Again, with this, I feel like I really liked the print, the black and white monochromatic sort of thing, and the sort of impressionist, is that maybe? No, I feel like it's not impressionist, but the face is. The face print, sort of Picasso-y. But what was Picasso? What sort of art did he do? I don't know. Feel like this would look gorgeous on Naomi Campbell, maybe not so much on a mid-50s woman who is quite short and squat, let's say. But we'll try it on nevertheless. This is quite a nice heavy fabric. It's got a slight sheen to it and it has a little bit of stretch in it. It's sort of a balloon shaped dress, isn't it? It's got pockets in the side, it's been hung for a week and it has still got some creasing in it, which is not great, but these things happen, don't they, I guess. So yeah, interested to see what this looks like. It's not something that I'd normally pick out. Well, it's certainly very different from anything I've tried on before. I quite like it. It's very voluminous, but that's the style, isn't it? I like the sleeves. They've got these sort of gathered cuffs that I can push back, so that it makes them 3/4 sleeves. So I've got a bit of flesh showing on my arms, which I think, because it's a round neck and because there is an awful lot of fabric, you do need to have a little bit of flesh on show just to break it up a little bit, so I'm pleased that I can do that with the sleeves. I don't think I said at the beginning that I ordered almost everything in a 2XL apart from one dress, which I will mention when we get to it. But yeah, when this arrived I thought, I really am not going to like that at all, but do you know what, I actually do. I feel like it's really different. I think this is going to be a Marmite dress. I think this is going to completely divide you, and half of you are going to absolutely loathe it, and the rest are going to go, I really like it. And that's the way of the world, isn't it? It's all just opinion, nobody's right. But yeah, I feel quite nice in this. I feel like it's not quite the shapeless sack that I anticipated it would be. I really like the print as well. So yeah, 2 out of 2 so far. Stylewe are doing well. Right, next we have this pair of trousers. This is, you'll see in the side-by-side photo here that, I think I keep doing that and it's actually there, but never mind, that this is part of a 2-piece suit, which I ordered both the pieces because I wanted to wear them together. Had I known about the stock issues, obviously the top was unavailable, they've ended up just sending the trousers, I wouldn't have ordered these trousers by themselves. I think this particular design only really lends itself to the matching top. I can't imagine that I would wear anything else with these, but I'll try them on just for fit, see what they're like. But yeah, it was a bit of a mistake, this one, but they feel quite nice, satiny fabric. They do have pockets, they've got a fixed waistband rather than elasticated. Let's see what they look like. Right, I've just popped them on with this white top, which I picked up from Primark for a £5. It's a linen-y top, actually, it's quite nice. But yeah, I would not wear these trousers by themselves. I think they look weird without the matching top. The fit isn't great. They fit all nicely on the waist. They're all right on the bum, I guess. Around the pocket area and the hips they go a bit, and there's too much fabric sort of in this area, which I often have with trousers. But I think using cheap fabric on trousers is more problematic than using cheap fabric on dresses. I think you can get away with it more on dresses. I think the cut of a pair of trousers is quite important, particularly around the middle, and the cheap fabric, this particular fabric, they're all right. These are not, I knew they weren't going to be a hit anyway, but yeah, not for me, these ones. Next we have another dress. This one comes with a belt. This was the first thing that I saw and I really liked it. It reminds me of the 80s, the sort of batwing sleeve, the oversized top bit. There's just something about it. I like the fabric. This has a sort of self stripe in the fabric. It's a little bit of texture. It's quite lightweight. I really like the cut of it as well. I'm just hoping it will look okay on me because I'm not sure. There's a lot of fabric here, and I don't want it to drown me. Doesn't look too long, which is good. So let's give this one a try. Right, this is as tight as the belt goes, and we've got flappy end belt syndrome here. I could have done with the belt another couple of notches, I think, on the belt, and it's now come undone again now I've done that, but never mind. Don't love the belt. What I'm going to do is switch the belt for a black one that I've got, because I feel like I can't give this a proper review. I like the length, and I quite like the top half, but I feel like I need, oh, I don't like it from the back though. Not that keen, but yeah, I'm just going to try it with a black belt. Not that I necessarily think black would be the way to go with it, but just a decent belt that actually fits my waist might be an improvement, so let's try that. I decided to go with tan as for a belt, as it's a little bit less harsh than black. I felt it looked better. It doesn't go through the belt loops, it's too wide, so you lose the detail of the belt loops there, which is a shame. I don't love this. I don't think it does much for me. The fabric is very polyestery and feels very hot. I like the style. I think the dress looked lovely in the picture. I think it's just maybe not a style for me. It has got pockets as well. Half of me sort of semi-likes it, but I feel like it's just not really doing me any favours. So yeah, this one's a bit of a miss for me, I'm afraid. This next one is a bit of a wild card. I picked this out in the first round of choices. Then I decided I didn't think it was suitable for me. And then when my first choices weren't available, I looked at it again and I thought, oh, I'll just go for it and try it. It looked darker, so this is a very bright orange. It looked darker, I thought, in the picture, if I'm remembering correctly. I quite like the detail on the front, the draping and the way the front comes up a little bit at the front. You know I'm keen on that, being a shorter person. The waist tie comes directly out at each side, which I'm not sure what I think of that, how that's going to work, but we shall see. I don't usually go for something with a collar. In fact, I've got two collared dresses here. But yeah, bit of a tiger print thing going on again, quite creased, but the ruching in the material and the pattern sort of hides it. So let's see what it looks like. I don't think I've ever tried something on in which I'm so completely torn. I don't love the colour. Although I wear orange, I don't particularly love this particular shade of orange around my face for some reason. I prefer the more muted orange further down. It's so unusual. I haven't looked at it from the back yet. I don't think the back is great. I don't think this particular type of sash lends itself to the back of a dress looking nice. But there we are. There are some things I like about it. I think overall I don't love it. This, yeah, sideways you see all the ruching up the front, which actually sort of looks nice. I think it's just too big. Sorry, that was a lot of sentences started and not finished, wasn't it? I feel like I could have sized down in this, and I feel like there's a lot. I like the idea of the ruching. I think perhaps in the manufacturing process it hasn't been done as well as it could, and I think with a slightly heavier fabric, or perhaps a fabric with a little stretch in it, it would have worked better. I'm not saying that I wouldn't ever try on a sort of shirt dress in this style again, because I would, but I think a combination of the colour, the pattern, the quality of the manufacture is not for me with this one. I fear this one might look a bit like a dressing gown on me. Looks so elegant on the model. Reminded me of sort of Versace, that sort of Versace gold, the colours and the print and everything. It's just a collared shirt dress, very straight up and down. Doesn't come with a belt or anything. I might wear it with a belt. I'm not sure. It's polyester, it's got no stretch in it. I feel like it's not going to be the most flattering, but you never know. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I will try it on. Well, I've tried it with a belt and it looks worse with a belt. I think because again it's very lightweight fabric. It does have a little bit of stretch in this one, possibly some elastane. I feel like I look like I'm wearing a dressing gown a little bit. I'm not giving the same elegant, classy vibes that the model was in the picture, I don't feel. The sleeves are super long, I've had to roll them back. You know I don't like a very long sleeve, but they're up halfway up my hands. I love the print. I think the print's lovely. I think, you know, the style is big and voluminous, isn't it? So that's what it's meant to be like. I wonder if with like some, in winter, with a black top, black sort of ribbed top, and some black tapered trousers, some black ankle boots, this would be nice open. I was about to pull it open then. We don't want to go there, I've only got underwear underneath it. It's not that sort of show. I wonder if it would look nice as an open sort of long line cover-up type of thing. I feel like that might be a possibility. As a dress, I don't think it works for me, but I do love the print, and I'm sure it would suit somebody. It's just I am not that person. Final item of the day is this dress, which I said, you know, earlier I said I've got two very similar dresses sort of in error. It's not actually as similar as I thought. This one has got a shorter sleeve. It's very similar in the print to the other orange print one. This is sort of a slightly more red coloured orange. It's a very similar shape to the black and white face one, sort of a balloon shape. It's got pockets in the side. It's that sort of medium weight fabric with a little stretch in it again. And final dress of the day, let's hope it looks better than this one that I'm currently wearing. Okay, definitely a maxi length, this one. This one's coming right down to my ankles, and I have got my heels on again. I kind of like this one as well. It is very long. It's got pockets in, I think I said that. I love the way it hangs. This sort of stretchy, medium weight fabric is so, it hangs so much better than the lightweight polyestery ones. Somehow. I quite like the print. I prefer the black and white one, I think, but that's obviously got a longer sleeve. But this one is more of a summer weight, or summer style with the short sleeve. Yeah, I like this one. Right, that brings us to the end of today's haul. As I said, I will list everything and the 18% discount code in the description box if you want to click through, and I'll also pop that info into the pinned comment as well, at the top of the comment section. I think that was better than I thought. Two definite keepers. The very first red dress I think was my favourite, actually tied favourites, and the second black and white dress were my favourites. Shame about the trousers. I would have liked the top to try on with those. But, you know, these things happen, don't they? Just as I said, slight sort of red flag around the stock issues. But thank you very much to Stylewe for sending me the clothes to try on for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to hearing what you thought, particularly about the black and white dress. As I said, I think that's going to be very much a divided camp on that one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.